Yeah, very big welcome to you, my dear Taurus, and always a welcome to the other signs that felt like this constellation has a message for them as well. So the sun has moved today into Leo, or rather the earth has turned in such a way that we see now behind the sun the constellation Leo. And when we look at the moon, we see behind it the constellation Taurus. Two fixed energy coming together, the bull and the lion. Both of them are in the world card, the number 21, as that fixed sign, as that world is fixed. But the world is not really fixed, the world is spinning around the sun. So strength and the value. We value things, we hold things in a dear perspective, a perspective that has value. Any institution that exists already for a very long time, over thousands of years, they have established themselves as that pillar. And of course, you are the sun. And of course, the sun now at home, because the sun is the planet for Leo, even though the sun is a star. The court card for you is the King of Pentacles. If your birthday is between April 10 and May 9th, this is your court card. If it comes up in the reading, these three cards I did not shuffle because I am using them as demonstrations. So I'm doing this reading because I want to learn. I'm creating my own tarot deck with yoga positions. And so for Leo, the lion breath, very clear, let it out. And for the Taurus, for you, I just made a movement so that the two pillars become something that I'm doing, that I'm actually doing, not just sitting here. I want to create these cards because then you feel yourself how it feels to be a lion. You feel yourself how it feels to be an hierophant, to be a movement, to teach people the spiritual awareness that you becoming, that you are getting, and you're constantly with the triangle pointing upwards. Go and get it, right? And you're learning, but the information is coming down, and all I have to do is to be ready to receive it. Reaching back into the last reading where the sun was in Cancer, the message is the path of self-love continues where you begin to heal in your meditation. So the Lovers and a new beginning and the Four of Swords. I picked from all the cards here for the front cover. I do 22 cards here because that's the path of the major arcana. You get only once a month a reading from me, so on the day that the moon is in your sign. So I get the information and I can share with you what I see in these cards. Now I got a message in the last German reading. It was a collective reading. And the message was to do the readings from right to left instead of left to right. It's a little confusing because sometimes I want to put the card on the wrong place, but nevertheless I did it, and I will continue to do it because I want to see what it does to me. Because the earth is doing a wobble, and it means that wobble lasts 25,850 years divided through the 12 zodiac signs. It creates an age. And the age of Pisces is ending and the age of Aquarius is coming because it goes to the left. And the major arcana should be read from right to left. And so I'm trying. And I'm seeing what it does. Beginning with the Visconti Sforza Tarot that was created in the 15th century, the Four of Swords. À bonne droite means if you do good, good comes back. And here the Four of Swords pointing, two swords crossing, a combination of, again, the duality crossing, and in the center is the message. So there's a triangle pointing up and a triangle pointing down. There's four flowers in the center. So that's where stability is. The four is stability. Guided by the message coming down, guided by me going up. So I feel like this message is already coming to you. The red arrow that's going up and the yellow arrow that's coming down. And in the center, that number 4, the squareness, the heaviness. You are heavy. You are the holy cow. You are the age of Taurus that formed the Hindu religions. And then after came the age of Aries, which formed the Jewish tradition. And now the age of Pisces was Jesus, the Christian. And the age of Aquarius, what is that gonna be? All of us, like stars in the sky. Oswald Wirth only painted 22 major arcanas and were used in the Kabbalistic Rose Cross order that was formed in France. Le Soleil, the sun, is speaking clearly to you, is saying, yes, there you go. Successful, you're looking deep within, you want to be peaceful because this is Jupiter in Libra and is saying, yes, go within, go deep within and see that the sun has come home into Leo and that you are benefiting from that. You getting now to the earth, the Taurus energy. Things are growing, things are ripening, things are lush. And then comes the Hermetic Tarot, which was used in the Order of the Golden Dawn, also formed 1888 in England, the Hanged Man. So two schools beginning 1888, marking with their date a sign. One, the Magician, 8, for me, the Earth Star, 8, for me, the Age of Aquarius, because the card number 17 is 8. And speaking clearly to us, hey, things are gonna change. Things are gonna feel quite different. We're gonna have to hang on in there and we're gonna have to change. And you usually don't like that. But I think you gotta have to shift as well. Now out of this order comes Arthur Waite, which created the Rider-Waite, and Aleister Crowley, which then of course created his deck. Two very important men that formed or shifted the awareness of the Tarot. And Arthur Waite is coming up with the Page of Pentacles. His deck was published in 1920. And why his deck was so revolutionary was because the major arcana were finally brought into a different perspective by bringing people into the picture. Usually only the major arcana had a person in there, and so we were able to understand what is this person doing here. And then the small arcana was just the arrangement of swords. And you need to know how the arrangement, what the arrangement is actually telling you. Otherwise, you're not able to read the card. And so he revolutionized really the Tarot. And so he's holding up the coin. The earthly, the young generation is seeing this shift and is seeing the change of the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. And is seeing and is learning. And we, the older people or the elders, have to be there for them and show them, look, this is what we have to do. We have to learn, we have to grow. And now comes Aleister Crowley, Cancer, the Chariot, the last reading. The path of self-love continues where you begin to heal in your meditation. And so in the last reading, I guess you really had something strongly speaking to you because the Four of Swords came up again. Right here, she's lying there and she's realizing something. So you continue to meditate, you continue to see that, yes, in the last reading you realized something quite profound. This young generation is doing things differently, and we are awakening. We have to awaken. Through the age of Aquarius, we are able to awaken the people through this medium. Now, Aleister Crowley's cards were printed only 22 years after his death, 1969, 1920. Salvador Dali, his cards were printed 1970. He was heavily studying, of course, Aleister Crowley, and I really think his cards are pretty astonishing. Now again, there is a page of swords. The page of pentacles is here, and the page of swords are framing Cancer, the last month. So there's this young generation in your life influencing you and maybe helping you and shifting you in a way that you realize, okay, we gotta change. We gotta really learn the age of Aquarius, the young generation that is born now into these signs, into the air signs. They're getting the information. They're getting the information through the swords. They're already born with it. So the new information is going to come through the new generation. And they're also going to see that the money has a different worth for them. So there's a conversation happening between these two. They're like, yeah, let's change, let's shift. Because the old is not working anymore. We don't want the old. The Golden Dawn Tarot. Oops. See? The Golden Dawn Tarot, which then was created in the Order of the Golden Dawn because they just used the Hermetic Tarot as that first inspiration, and then they created their own deck, which came then 1978. The Empress. The Empress is the number 3. The Empress is the triangle that's coming down. And she's here, she knows, she sits powerful like you, and she knows everything. She is giving birth to the next generation, to the number 3, and she is the divine feminine. And then comes Hermann Handel, a German artist that was captured in the World War II and saved by a Jewish soldier. Marked him, and of course then later on he was painting the tarot, including the I Ching, including the Hebrew alphabet, and including the rune alphabet as a reconciliation between the Jews and the Germans. Now this is the illusion card, Venus in Scorpio, and illusions are certain emotions that we're attached to, that we're holding on to, that we feel that without them we cannot be, and without them we cannot live. And that's not true. This is just an illusionary success, and the success that sometimes also in Aleister Crowley's book it's saying, well, this is like the lake that's not getting fresh water because in the center the cup is spilling. The other cups standing, the right and the left, but the central cup is not strong enough to hold the wisdom. And then the last card in the first row, the medicine woman, the dolphin. The age of Pisces is saying, yes, we gotta let go. Yes, we gotta release. We gotta let go of the old age. And he's pointing with his body into the right side. And it's very interesting, I'm reading from the right to the left and not from the left to the right. And I really feel that it's doing something to me. I sometimes feel when I look at the cards, I'm like, I don't get the message because I'm not used to go from right to left. Now, the Jewish people are the only people that are still writing and reading from right to left. We read from left to right. And so they say this is like a state of consciousness. And it's explained in the Chariot of the book Elizabeth Reich, the 22 Steps to Enlightenment. And that's where I realized in the month of Cancer that I want to read from right to left. So, is the age of Pisces finished? I think so. And then comes, this is a German card, I don't have them in English, the flow of God, the number 51, which is a 6. And it's speaking about that the flow of God is always there. We just have to connect. And the same way, this circle is now giving me the circle of the ages, of a great age. And here, the age of Pisces is ending. And we go into the age of Aquarius. And that's the flow, that's the connection. And in that connection, you get then the 15. So you have 51 and then the 15. 1, 2, 3 roses that you can connect with. You can connect on the physical, on the mental, and on the spiritual level. The 3. The 3 with the Empress, right? The 3 that is coming through this card, through the 3 roses, through the 3 stages, body, mind, and spirit. And of course, here's a 7-7 portal. The Chariot and the 7 of Cups, right? Even though this is Venus in Scorpio, it's speaking about something wasn't as successful in the last month. Slowly I'm getting the information. And so, yeah, continue to go deeper within. Continue to meditate. Meditate, meditate, meditate. I mean, through meditation, we actually understand the cards. And that's what they did. These people who, they were just not like, okay, let's just, paint some things here. These were important cards of initiations, meditations, deep concentration, focus, to be present. And when you know yourself, when you know that you have body, mind, and spirit within you as the number 6, then comes the 2 of Cups, Venus in Cancer. So then the Venus in Scorpio is connecting with the 2, which is then 9 cups, a completion. If you adding these 2, if you adding that because you have realized yourself, you have worked on yourself. I'm not reading, oh my God, the man of your life is coming in to coming to you. No, I'm reading that you gotta love yourself, you gotta find yourself, and then let's see, maybe someone is coming, maybe not. Don't wait for it. The 2 and the Leo, the strength to get wings, to open your heart in Cancer, Venus in Cancer. Cancer is here in the last month. Maybe you already met someone back then, but Now the Two of Cups is here, speaking about a spiritual union. And now comes the citrine. And citrine is a crystal helping you to understand the Hanged Man. Because the citrine is on the position of the Hanged Man. Right? So I have 9 cards in the first row, 5 in the center, and 7 below. And you can look for yourself the interaction with where they're lying on. So, but here I just want to show you, here is the position of the Hanged Man. And the citrine, the number 14, which is then connected with the 5, a 5-5 portal. The number 14. Citrine is speaking about to express your joy, to be ecstatic, to be happy, to let go of anything that is negative. Of course, you can do that because you had realized that the elixir of life is within you, is that union within the male and the female that gives you wings, that gives you the passion, the lion, the liberation, body, mind, and spirit. The number 3, learning and growing and understanding that life is here to be lived. And so many paths can be taken, and many paths will be taken in the age of Aquarius. Seven, 7, 7 portal. Many paths lead you to a spiritual awareness, to a love that comes by doing what you love and love what you're doing. 3 times 7, the power to understand the transformation in a higher spiritual awareness. And now comes the 5 of water, which is Mars in Scorpio. So you already had Venus in Scorpio, which is an illusionary success. And now you have also Mars in Scorpio. So these together is already 12 cups. And the 2 cups, 14 cups. So 14 cups is maybe now the new 5, the citrine, the happiness that you have realized here, a happiness that is really coming from deep within, because this is the position of the Hermit. The Hermit is getting the information. God flows, or flow, a godly flow is inspiring you. So let go of the sadness, let go of the illusions, and focus only on these 2. And then the last row, on the position of the devil, comes you, the number 15, right? So here you are, the King of Pentacles. You sit at home and you know what you want and what you don't want. Strong. Speaking in your own reading, speaking up, knowing where you want to go. And you want to go into the raccoon. And the raccoon is quite a peculiar animal. The raccoon says talented, shadowy, in hiding. When in balance, generous friend, exceptional artist. So that's what you don't see, because you're facing in the other direction, but you're facing all the other cards. You're looking at them, you're like, okay, I gotta change something, but I don't know yet what. And so the raccoon is coming in as the tower, as the animal that is coming out from letting go of the ego and letting go of the masks, letting go of things that you feel you need to control, and things that you cannot control. Comes Moon in Cancer, is the Four of Cups. So you have another 4 cups, so you have 18 cups, which is the number 9. And the number 9 is the completion. The number 9 is realizing. In the 19 is the 9, the Magician and the Hermit. But then that becomes a 10. And so you have to still work to do. Recognize your talent. Recognize who you are. Don't hide. Don't be sad. Don't think that you're not good enough. It's not going to get you anywhere. So of course this is the Devil, this is the Tower, and here comes Aquarius. Allow Aquarius to inspire you. Allow the new energy to come to you through the new generation of swords, through all the Aquarian energies that are born now and bringing all this information, but also here through this personality. You're looking at it. You're looking at this young earth energy of yourself. And then sometimes you doubt that you're able to do it. But look who's coming. The number 30, the 3 and the 0, the Horseman, the Herald of Change. You are not able to sit here forever. You are able to now to be awakened, to be challenged, to be creating something unexpected as something new. The Horseman. And the Horseman good news, caution, herald of change. So he's coming and he's saying, come on. Right? Because Moon in Cancer, you already have Venus in Cancer. And Mars in Scorpio and Venus in Scorpio, and now you have the Moon in Cancer. Something is coming and shaking you out of this funky mood. And then you again get the 7, where the many paths are using the hands that are reaching up to this light. And now we get a closer look. This is a little blurry. Here you didn't get the message really. But now the message is coming again. 7, 7. So 4 times the 7 is speaking about, yes, use the heart, to use the magic, to use the alchemical formula that we learn also through these cards. And so he's bringing that you are going to heal, that you are going to awaken, that you are going to take many paths. Many people take many different paths and all are right. And then comes the energy of the obstacles. The obstacles are always part of learning and growing. Anything difficult is here so that you can grow and become stronger and more powerful. And here comes the obstacles. Do not dwell on how you are going to surmount obstacles presently in your way. The number 49, which is the 13, which is the Scorpio. And the Scorpio is many paths. The shamanic understanding of in your next life you can actually bring in many more paths. Maybe you're coming back and then you heal. Maybe that's your obstacle. But again, realize that the age of Aquarius is here. The muse of voice, the age of Aquarius here. The age of Pisces is letting go. And the age of Aquarius is coming. And you maybe will be reborn in the age of Aquarius as a healer, as the one that sees many, many paths, as this is the obstacle, the biggest obstacle there is death. And when we let go or transform, then the new age can come in. So 7777, right? The 7 here, the 7 here, and the 7 here, and the 7 here. So 4 times 7, 4 times the 7 is speaking about the heart to see the new age, to take that path, to take that bridge, and not be afraid of what's gonna come there. Because you're protected, you know that you can do it. And it's a path. It continues, right? It goes up and down and up and down, and it's constantly telling you to never give up and to continuously see that the new age brings new things into being. Right? New creative ideas can come and be birthed, be brought to us from the future. So I hope I see you in the next reading, because then we see how the earth is turning, and behind the sun is the constellation Virgo. Virgo is not here, but that's when we know and understand, maybe here the young generation, Earth, we understand that Virgo the Hermit is bringing to you the flow of God, and do and make a movement that is valuable to the next generation. That is valuable to the next generation. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.